Hello there, my name is Patty, and today I'm watching YELLOWJACKETS Season 3, Episode 9. It feels like it was just yesterday when I sat down to watch the first episode of Season 3, and now we've already reached the penultimate one. We're so close to the end. I don't want to be this close to the end. I kind of want to savor every second of coming up with theories and watching and just enjoying and basking in the fun that is watching a show live like this. I'm wearing my frog head today because I've decided I've not been annoying enough about the fact that I kind of manifested the whole frog thing into the YELLOWJACKETS universe. Or maybe I'm wearing it because I have a bad hair day. You'll never know. Episode 9 is called How the Story Ends, and I didn't think much of it until people on Twitter so kindly pointed out that Van is our storyteller and that it would be very fitting for her character to die in an episode with that title. I've actually been procrastinating recording this episode because I'm so scared that something like that might happen to Van, and now I'm forced to sit here because I literally don't have anything else on my to-do list. Please, Van, stay with us. Please.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Let's get into episode 9, penultimate episode of YELLOWJACKETS Season 3.
Previously on YELLOWJACKETS.
That's Lauren Ambrose, right? Please don't die. I'm clowning. She might not die.
You sure about that?
We're okay, guys. Right?
You sure about that?
Ooh.
You're awake.
I love it.
The Goonies? Serious?
Very on brand for her character.
Because it is a classic hero's journey.
Yeah, storytelling. Basics.
Where am I going?
What?
To get the treasure. Hey, how you feeling?
Oh my god, she's been crying.
We're not going home.
Ooh. Girl, we are going home. Yeah. But also, like, no. Yes, I want you to do a last hooray. Oh god, I don't even... I'm actually gonna cry. I think this might get me if they do kill her, because cancer storylines very deep. See? Ha! They're gonna get me with this one. Part of me is, like, excited that she's, like, walking away, that she's being like, yeah, you know what? Cancer can suck my we're walking out of this hospital. Another part of me is like, girl, get all the care that you can get. Try to make the best out of it. But also, is hospital really the best you can make out of it? Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. Okay!
Yay!
I knew she was gonna do that. Imagine eating a piece of your own flesh. Just having it dangling that close to my face. I think I would never recover. But also, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
This is foreplay for the two of them. When last episode ended, I really thought they were gonna kiss. And I still think they might. What? Ooh! Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who likes berries and cream. Yes, lock the car, thank you! We don't really see that in horror or anywhere, really.
I found braiding each other's hair and
Ugh.
partaking in some white
Shut
cannibalism.
up.
That's not happening.
Say that again.
You sure you even know how to use that, little girl?
Whew, the misogyny.
Don't worry. My boyfriend taught me.
My boyfriend taught me. What boyfriend are you talking about? Jackie? Jack Taylor, maybe? Of course he's misogynistic. Of course he's gonna hit them with braid your hair, little girl. Very sexist, obviously. So love that Shauna is giving him the energy back. It's kind of the same for when a man hits on you. You tell him, no, a friendly way, whatever, and they will literally not stop hitting on you and asking for your number until you hit him with the, I have a boyfriend. Then suddenly they respect it because they don't actually respect you, but they respect your boyfriend. Took that energy and directed it back at him.
Shauna.
I love his little giggle. He took one look at her flannel and her pants and her Converse, and he was like, yeah, this girl definitely does not have a boyfriend. She is the boyfriend.
Try and remember what winter was like.
Ooh.
We survived.
But
We ate a kid.
Good thing you've been practicing with the cards.
they are rigging it. I knew it.
Are you a magician? No, actually, I think magicians are so hot. Pick a card.
Both of those directions or ideas make a lot of sense. The idea to, hey, let's clean up, make sure we get a big rug and sweep everything under it makes a lot of sense, as well as Van's idea that winter is not going to be fun and half of us are going to die probably, so maybe let's actually forget about the rug and the sweeping.
We're probably going to need an alibi.
Yeah, well, we don't know what Shauna's done yet.
I love how they're already considering that Shauna probably did something crazy.
Wait, that looks like...
Melissa! Melissa! Go back!
Are they gonna run her over? It feels like a hunt. It feels like a hunt.
This time!
This time? I love her expressions always.
How you been?
Melissa, where the hell have you been, Loca?
Did you send that tape? How did you think Shauna was gonna react?
She made me eat my f***ing arm.
Shottable Lecter. That's the pit.
I finna be in the pit.
Oh, is he doing this on his own? Is this like his own idea or a group project?
Group of queers! I'm baptizing you!
Really thinking of that moment where Lottie said to Callie, "We're all scared of your mom," or something like that. They're being very obvious about a potential coup.
The others.
The others.
Like what?
We're kind of getting a bit of a split group vibe. Lord of the Flies, hello. I don't like that Lottie is hanging out with Shauna. My Lottie Nat heart is not happy about that. But the angst.
I might have made things a little bit worse.
They're such a dysfunctional family. I love them.
I was getting a cat.
Wow. What a totally satisfying answer.
You're a compulsional, compassionate liar.
Expect us to believe this.
Yeah. Look at Ty in her
with two cats.
stance. She's really giving like FBI agent.
Oh, for the love of God, the freezer was me.
Ooh.
Thought a little time in the freezer would do you some good.
What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
This is Shauna's mess. You can find some other maid to clean it up.
Ooh.
I won't get to the bottom of all this.
That's my citizen detective right there.
I felt this rush through my body.
Is he trying to lure her
I never
out?
felt that before when I wasn't tripping.
Travis?
Look right in here, look in there, and you see that you're doing too much.
We just have to wait.
Until when?
I love this team up. I love this.
If we are here, I hope the wilderness chooses me first.
Akila, no. I am still rooting for adult Akila.
She's too chicken.
Is she?
You're not using the word chicken to refer to Shauna Shipman. That would be a very fatal mistake. Walter is picking her up in a helicopter. Oh, that wig is holding on to its last breath.
My wig! No!
She's gonna try fixing it. Handy lesbians for the win. Is that sparking a memory about you destroying a black box, Misty, potentially?
Holy shit, you married Hannah.
Bombastic side eye.
Oh,
So what
she has an idea. What is she doing? I don't know American houses or how American fireplaces work.
I have a daughter. She's 10.
10.
Criminal offensive side eye.
I just realized that she's literally talking to her mother-in-law. This is the first time she hears about her future wife.
It's getting weird.
I stopped trying to predict what's gonna happen out here a long time.
See, look at this. I think she has pit girl length. Color and pit girl length. I'm just finding excuses so it's not Mari. And honestly, Jen is fine too, so I don't want it to be either of them, but especially not Mari. I need adult Mari.
Am I interrupting something? Shauna, wait.
Are you actually gonna leave the door open?
What were you two giggling about?
Jealous Shauna Shipman.
Hey, Melissa!
Divorce.
You think you're important? No one gave a shit about you until me.
Nobody loves me. Nobody.
Sue me, boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, throw your tomatoes. I know, but like, she wasn't really a big character before she became Shauna's love interest, so Shauna's just saying how it is, you know?
And that's just facts.
Ned literally going like, oh my god, gay people are so dramatic.
Why can't you just be a nice person?
Good question. There's subtext here too. Why can't you just be a nice person? Oh god, my brain is like the little monkey. I don't want to tie everything back to Jackie. I really don't. I'll put a footnote in here and then talk about it later, hopefully if I don't forget. Lesbian drama.
She's nuts.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, oh!
Say that again?
You're proving her point!
I dare you.
If you're gonna shoot, bitch, do it!
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
Oh! Her boyfriend taught her well. Oh! She's such a menace. Oh, she loves that power. She loves that freedom the wilderness is giving her. Making her pee her pants? I mean, I probably would have peed my pants too. Oh, Van, you little cutie.
You're bullshit.
They look so much like siblings, sorry.
We could go home and you're ruining it. You're ruining everything for all of us.
So right now he's kind of her biggest doubter at this moment because he knows that there is probably like no truth to what she's saying because of her mental illness. And I just find it so interesting because if we go all the way back to season 1, it's been a while since I watched that, but wasn't he really buying into the wilderness? I mean, we only have Lottie's version of what happened, but they were trying to force visions. They were trying to recreate like a near-death experience situation, and that's how he accidentally died. I'm just really wondering how we went from this point A, where he is not believing anything, to this point B, where he eventually dies, trying to force visions and trying to get the wilderness to talk to him.
Just wanted you to see that he's here, that Javi's with us.
Well, that's convenient.
I'm still here.
I get why she really thinks the wilderness is an entity, and it's true because the coincidences, if they really are just coincidences. Oh no, she's not gonna fall because the wilderness does not want her to die. She's Jesus. That's my Jesus right there. She's walking not on water, but on a pit.
I did not know that there was a lesbian Jesus, but there is one apparently, and I am the one.
When everyone's sleeping, cut yourself and Cody free. We're gonna make a run for it.
They just want to go home. Let them go home.
Mom would kill us if we spent that much.
Yeah, she would. It's funny because with Shauna, you can't even joke. You can't be like, oh, my mom would kill me if this happened. Because yeah, she would. She doesn't even need a knife or a gun. She's just gonna bite the skin off your arm. That is Hannah's hair. Shauna.
You a freak. That's what you are.
Knew it.
Ooh.
Who gave you the knife? It was Cody. He got the knife.
Oh, Hannah. Hannah, I know we haven't known each other for very long, but I think you just saved Nat's life. I think you're the only reason why we got to meet adult Nat.
Thank you!
Oh my god! I was going to say something like this. She had this look in her eyes. When he was like, cut me loose, she was hesitating so much. I was like, why do I feel like she might stab him?
I want to be part of this.
Is she playing the long game? Planning on infiltrating, figuring that this is her best chance at survival? Or is she vibing with it? I just have Misty in my head going, I want to join in season 2.
Please. I want to join.
Her DNA is literally under Lottie's fingernails.
Yeah, because you said so.
I'm missing something. I can feel it.
You're missing what? Don't drink it. Don't drink it! He killed Kevin with hot chocolate, and he said something about chocolate. Misty, do not drink that. Do not drink it.
Didn't you say you cloned Lottie's phone?
She's not drinking it, and she knows it.
Oh my god.
What is it? Show it to me.
Show me to me, please.
Oh, he's drinking it. Oh, okay. Oh, they had me. They made it so obvious with the glass, even like too obvious at this point. Then also showing that the other glass is there, where you're thinking, oh, Misty, please swap the glasses. And then they kind of reveal that nothing is going on with the glasses, and he takes a sip. Totally unnecessarily. He didn't have to do that. They just did that to prove like, haha, you just thought he was poisoning her. Oh, gas! See, I don't know enough about American houses and fireplaces. I mean, the fireplace that I grew up with in my parents' house is a wood-burning fireplace. Just a normal wood-burning thing. So I'm not really used to the idea of gas fireplaces. She probably closed where the air escapes.
Fireplace.
Oh.
I closed the flue.
Van and fire. Are you kidding me? No, and also her oxygen is not sufficient. This is not good for her to be in this environment.
Breathe, breathe.
Oh. I just love her. Oh.
You're not what she needs. You've never known what the she needs.
Which one is winning? Which tie is winning? She's fighting this inner battle between her two halves. Oh, she's not. That's love. That's love. That's love.
It's really you.
She's gonna cut. Yeah, misdirect. She's not gonna stab her. She's gonna cut her loose.
She knows, Akila.
Ooh, this is her realizing rescue is no longer an option right now. Sophie Thatcher said there was gonna be a huge shift with Nat, and I think this is it. This girl just wants to go home. Oh god. Acting.
Why do you want to go home, Jane?
Are you on drugs?
She's such a pretty crier. Oh! We saw the breath. This is the whole realization right now. This is the rescue is off the table for now. I'm not a good lead. Like, this is like the self-doubt. This is like the... It is somehow my fault creeping in. Maybe also knowing that she's the one who gave the knife to Hannah is also kind of scaring her right now because she knows like, oh, I might be on Shauna's list or something like that. And then the realization that Winter's here because her breath, we saw her breath, it's getting colder. And the realization that Winter's here is bringing so much more. It's bringing the whole, like, we're not gonna survive this. Like, so many more of us are gonna die. We're about to enter a horrible era.
Like, I cherish every era.
This is all happening in this one scene. Sophie Thatcher, the actress that you are. Oh, it's actually, oh no. It's actually starting to snow. Rough times. Sophie Thatcher. Are the others no longer there? Can someone hug her? Nat needs a hug. She's gonna dig out a black box because there probably is an antenna on there, right? You know what? Some people will probably say this is unrealistic, but I kind of actually like it. It's the fact that they know their way around very well now. They know the area pretty well now, even when it's dark out.
What are you doing?
Ooh!
You have the f***ing transponder?
A lot is coming together. This has been like the one thing that I've been wondering. I think the whole fandom has been. Could this potentially be one of the reasons why the adults do not like adult Misty? Because they found out. I knew she was gonna cut her loose. Melissa, do not kill her.
This is awkward.
Oh, not a Radiohead song.
Maybe I'll be allowed to live.
And even trade.
Then do it.
Yes, do it! Woo! It's not gonna happen. Oh, Lauren Ambrose. Woo!
No, I don't.
Melissa, do not kill her.
No, I don't even know why she would say that.
Her hand is going for the knife. Melissa.
But I do. Isn't this what it wants?
Oh no. You bitch. No, we're on a plane. She went in there. She was gonna save her and get her out. They got me. This is my first time crying on a channel. I don't know. They got me. The tears.
It's hard to watch.
It is.
I die?
Not on my watch.
This is just how
she stole. Can't talk. She told the story.
You got the real love of our life back.
Of our life. Aww.
If this isn't the ending, then tell me what happens. Where would be the fun in that?
Yeah. Oh. They got me. They got me. I think this is the first time I've cried this much, like genuinely cried in a reaction video. I've teared up before, but I don't think I ever had a tear that was actually like running down, and I had multiple. They broke me. It's not the cancer that gets her. It's fucking Melissa hat. Can't even wear a hat right now. I'm that mad. Melissa, I'm gonna get you. Out of all the people she could have killed, killing Van. Oh no. I'm gonna crash out again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit with this and I'll speak to you once I've recovered. Alright, I'm back, and I have not recovered fully. It's been 24 hours, and instead of recovering, I've been quietly seething. But here we are now. It's time to maybe put some thoughts into words that I wasn't able to really put into words right after the episode, but I am able to do that now. Ever since the season of YELLOWJACKETS started airing, there have been a whole bunch of complaints, and while I soaked most of them up and also kind of considered a whole bunch of them very valid, I always kind of took a step back back and said, okay, I have to see the whole season before I can voice my complaints. But now, one episode before the end of the season, before the end of the bigger picture, I just can't hold it in anymore. I do have to complain about a bunch of things, or I have to agree with some of the things that people are complaining about. This might actually be kind of a rant. I hope you're ready for that. I'm not. During season 2, we developed a core 6, and I really, really loved them, and also loved referring to them as the core 6. By the time season 2 ended, we ended on a core 5. We started season 3 on a core 5, and now we're ending season 3 on a core 3 because we lost 2 of the core 5 that we started the season with. You could argue with Melissa we potentially have a core 4 again, but I don't like her that much yet. So of the core 5 that we've started the season with, we only have 3 left. Yeah, and I am not sure if that was the smartest move to make. The 2 people we've killed off in the adult timeline are Lottie and Van, 2 characters that had a lot more to give. 2 characters where their deaths feel like such a huge disservice to them. We only met them last season. They didn't really have any time to develop in the adult timeline, and now we've lost both of them. And for one of them, we still don't know how we lost them, but I'm sure we'll find out next week. We barely know anything about these 2, and especially Van. We know she has a video store and she has cancer, and that's basically it. She kind of really just served a disposable girlfriend trope this season, which is something that is so far below the standards that she deserves. She deserves to be her own character and not just be seen as a part of a relationship. When it comes to the curious case of Lottie Matthews, we've always had the same thing happen to her over the course of all 3 seasons. She has been reduced to her mental illness, and that's it. At least we got a bit of the cult storyline in the 2nd season. We got a bit of that going, but other than that, we also don't really know much about her. We got glimpses this season, but only after she was already killed off. And then it kind of, to me, always feels like you don't really deserve that, or it just feels like a disservice, because instead of the character telling us all of these things through actions or through conversations or dynamics with other characters, we only hear it as like a hearsay, one person saying it to another person while the character's already in the morgue. And I don't like that. So to sum it up, Lottie and Van dying is something that doesn't sit right with me, because they had so much more to give, so much more to tell us themselves, and not for us to find out after they've died. They were reduced to just very minimal moments, which I don't like, because they're both so cool. Genuinely pisses me off. Also, since I'm already using their names in the same sentence, I just want to talk more about their dynamic, because we could have done so much more just with these 2 and their dynamic. Just remember season 1, one of the first people to really listen to Lottie's wilderness talk was Van. And then in season 2, when the adult Van and Lottie met for the first time in 25 years potentially, Van looked really shaken up. There was a very visible reaction going on with her. And I'm sitting here like, okay, tell me more. Was there more of a connection? Maybe Van visited her when she was institutionalized. We don't know anything about that, but just the reaction that Van had was so intense, and there was just so much room to explore with their dynamic with each other alone that we didn't get to see. I think a lot of the complaints that we have about YELLOWJACKETS could very easily be solved with 20 episode seasons. I realize how ironic it sounds to say easily solved, because that's a huge effort for a production, but still, I think what's kind of biting the creators in the behind a little bit is just the sheer amount of actors and characters they have to fit in. Because of the parallel timeline model, we basically have every character twice. This is a 4, Patty. We have every character twice, which means we have so many people that need screen time to fully develop these characters. And I think with more episodes or more runtime, we could make that work. Also, selfishly, I really would love to have filler episodes. That's why I'm advocating for 20 episodes a season. If we had more runtime or 20 episodes a season, maybe we could have seen Taissa battle herself. That scene where she was really fighting with herself felt like it got cut. It was just a second and boom, Taissa was awake. And I was sitting here like, okay, where's the rest? Like, was there an actual conflict, like a real battle? We didn't get to see it. We're kind of in the realm of the adult timeline, so let's talk about adult Melissa. I think this episode I really vibed more with Hilary Swank. Maybe the hat being off kind of really unlocked her talent, but I could really kind of, not necessarily like, but tolerate her character more. I can't fully vibe with her because to me it always has that little bitter taste that we got her her at the expense of now Van and Lottie. Maybe I'm taking it too personally, but it really feels like I have that bitter taste in my mouth whenever I see her, where it's like, I don't want you here, I want the other two back. I don't care enough about you to really care about the adult version of you. I prefer the other two that I already know and love. Sorry, not sorry. I will potentially warm up to her. Definitely. But for now, I'm just frustrated and annoyed. And I think that's okay. You are allowed to not like every writing decision and you're allowed to have complaints, which is why I'm allowed to have complaints right now. Maybe we would have more runtime to spend with the adult Yellowjackets and develop their characters further if we didn't waste so much screen time with the Sadecki family. Here I said it. I really love Callie, but I do not vibe with Jeff at all. I realize that Shauna is the main character, so it makes sense that we see her family a lot more than the other people's families, but it's pissing me off at this point. I'm not watching the show for Jeff. I know he's a fan favorite on TikTok for some reason, just because of the book club line, but I'm not vibing with him. I'm not watching this show for Jeff Sadecki. I'm watching it for complex female characters that unfortunately get killed off too early. That being said, I like Callie, I'd like to learn more about her, and I'm still convinced that she might be the one who killed Lottie. Maybe it was an accident, or maybe it was actually an agreement. I don't know, but I hope that we will find out next episode next week. Last thing I want to add to the adult timeline, Walter. I just don't trust this man. I really thought he was going to kill Misty. He didn't. I'm really expecting a big reveal or a betrayal when it comes to his character. If he ends up being a normal weirdo guy who didn't do anything wrong and doesn't have a hidden agenda, then sue me. His big blue eyes deceived me and made me think that he was a villain somehow. I don't know, prove me wrong. I think there is more to him. Okay, let's quickly talk about the teen timeline because that's not pissing me off as much as the adult timeline right now. Winter is coming, or I guess winter has actually arrived. Sophie Thatcher, amazing acting in that scene. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tens. I'm gonna steal that Emmy for her. Also, speaking of Nat, I think that she's not gonna rat Misty out. Nat is the one character you want to know about this. In Misty's case, this is the best person that could have stumbled across your little secret, because Nat is not going to rat her out. Nat is going to keep that to herself. Lottie is lesbian Jesus confirmed. She can float. She walked not on water, but on the pit. I wish Laura Lee was here to see that. The biggest mystery is still, is this show supernatural, or can everything be explained? The logical explanation could be that maybe Travis put too much on it and reinforced it too well, so that's why she didn't fall in. Personally, I'm gonna be thinking about the way she looked at him a lot, because it was so funny. She had that little smirk, like she knew exactly what he was doing. She'd be like, nice try, bitch, next time. That's my lesbian Jesus. Let's talk about Teen Shauna, because this is where you have to help me, because I think I've lost the plot when it comes to her. I've really tried to understand, especially with the Melissa comment that was like, why can't you just be a nice person? I've really tried to explain it to myself, and I have come up empty. So I think Shauna is this type of person who always wants to get the last word. I'm not sure if aggressive is the right word. She's just very standoffish. She has a lot of spite. The whole scene with Melissa felt very icky, very abusive actually. I've been trying to figure out why she is that way. When she's in a conflict and someone gives her like attitude, she has to double it and give it back. I don't know. I'm not saying that I hate her. I find her fascinating actually. There's a lot of hate that she's facing right now for her actions, and I wouldn't say I agree or I'm on the Shauna hate train. I'm fascinated by her because I actually at this point don't really understand her. I don't understand her enough to hate her. Please, the Shauna defenders that really get her, try to explain it to me in the comments, because I want to get her. I want to understand her. There was a lot more I wanted to talk about in this, but as you can tell, I got carried away and a bit worked up. And I also really want to get this video out as quickly as possible. So I think I'm going to stop right here. All right, just to sum it up, there are some complaints that I find very valid, that I really vibe with, that I have some complaints. While I have my own complaints, as has become evident over the last couple of minutes, I'm still excited to see how the journey ends in season 3, because I truly love this show and I love the characters, but they're kind of losing me a little bit with some of the writing decisions this season. I want to see where this thing goes next week. I will be here next week, and I hope you will be too. And then we can really look at the whole season as a whole bigger picture and can decide if the complaints are super valid or if maybe the writers had some good ideas that we were too quick to judge. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully enjoying this video. I hope I could tickle some smiles out of you today, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye bye.